guardian of the galaxy is Nova.
Roger.
Only one team will be left standing.
Alright. Alright. I don't know how many times I'm gonna talk about this, but I'm just doing this to get it out my system.
This is small time. Get the hell off me!
Who will come out on
So,
ready?
WandaVision. Oh, it's been a while since I've played Nova. Whew. It's been a long time since I played Nova. Anyway, man, oh, WandaVision. Not a bad show. Not a bad show at all. Just, oh my goodness. Oh, it does some things good, but nah, like I can't wait for shows to stop being big budget fan fiction and like actually connect stuff. Yeah, pique people's interests. Which is why I say what I say. Like, the show isn't bad, but it does nothing to expand. And it's the problem with almost all comic book cinema. It doesn't really expand. It kind of just it gives you, how can I put it? It gives you part of the picture. I don't want to go into spoilers or anything, but man, so many missed opportunities for them to talk about stuff in that show.
Who will come out on top? Ready? Fight.
And it's mostly for Marvel in general. Like, just so many good things left out. Just feels so weird playing him now. Interesting. All right. So without spoiling anything, what did I hate about WandaVision? All right. Like I said, if I have to go into this multiple times, I will. I don't mind. The show does not set you up for most things. Like, they have plenty opportunity to lead into other things. And I'm not saying that the show is bad because it's not like the comics or anything like that. That has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. I kind of like that it's different from the comics for that reason specifically, because it gives them more leeway to branch out and try something new. But it doesn't. Well, at least, I mean, like, in the ways of explaining information, I guess would be the best way to put it. Whereas you're focusing on Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch, and the Vision. They introduce some new characters. They introduce some returning characters. They introduce some comic characters. And for the most part, that's cool. They even hint at the Sorcerer Supreme at one point, in passing pretty much, but not really going into it, which kind of sucks. And that's just what I think sucks. It's just like, why not go into detail about this stuff? I like how they get to action and like they kind of made this Wanda's origin story. That might be spoiler, but they kind of make it like Wanda's origin story, which is cool. You know, she's definitely not the mutant Wanda, which is fine. You know, cinematic universe has its own universe. But man,
As a member of the Nova Corps, I can't lose.
it leaves much to be desired. So where do I think it leaves much to be desired? All right, like wow, without getting into spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for anybody either. But like I don't want to say like, oh, she's this is the cinematic universe, so you can't connect it to the comics, but they can connect it to other parts of the Marvel universe where they could set it up to where like, oh, they mentioned someone in this show. They might mention them again later. They might actually show them. Kind of like how in the second X-Men movie, they had a list of mutants that were not in the movie. And it was like, oh, there's Gambit's name. You know, there's like a bunch of other people that were there. I think Silver Fox was there. And I was like, oh man, that's freaking dope. You know, like even if they're not in the movie or in future movies, it's still cool that they were mentioned. You know, like they're there. And like I don't know. I don't know. Talking is actually helping me. Ranting is actually helping me focus with just playing the game. Surprisingly, even though I'm doing horrible because I don't remember how to play too much, but I forgot she had that kind of pop up. Captain Marvel, what a letdown. Even that movie, man, that movie missed out on so many great opportunities.
Only one team will be left standing.
Doctor Strange missed out on so many opportunities to explain more about the Marvel universe and how the universe works and the divine entities, the characters. Man, oh my goodness. Oh, it dropped it. I'm missing stuff. I thought I turned off direct input. But yeah, Doctor Strange's movie, the whole Avengers saga, Thanos, missed out on so much. Missed out on so much. And I want to say rant, but it's like I don't want to spoil things for WandaVision at the same time. But I really want to talk about certain things, which is why I'm playing the game, because it's kind of just helping me. But man, like, they introduce so many good characters, but don't explain the greater overall process, or at least, like, the thing about me is, I'm not coming at this from a comic perspective, like, oh, they didn't talk about this, but, or like, it's not like the comics. It's like, I want them to introduce more characters. I want them to introduce the Nova Corps. I want them to introduce, like, the galactic threats, like the Beyonder. Yeah, like Galactus is there. Yeah, the Phoenix is there. You know, but at least talk about like the like what the Sorcerer Supreme does, who the Sorcerer Supreme is, why it's a title, why it's a mantle, why it's passed on. Same thing with the Phoenix, how it's a being of the universe, yeah, and how it's connected to the universe. It has galactic, powers. It's pretty much like a god, pretty much, Like, talk about that, and then talk about like the hierarchy and who is on that level. I don't know. I don't know. My internet is looking real sketchy right now. Actually, I think it's about to crash. Well, I know the stream is about to crash. Oh, it's dipping. Oh well.